Hey, Cactus crew. How you guys going? Thanks for tuning in. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Bill. Welcome to my channel. I hope you stick around. In this video, another Old Without a Crystal Ball article, playlist link below, also in the pinned comments. So make sure you check it out. November 25, 2015. To the home care nurses who saved my family and marriage. Oh, yeah, they saved a whole lot. They basically did the mothering that Katie Joy fails to do because Katie has a personality disorder, in my opinion. As someone who has studied psychology, I see the traits of narcissism all over Katie. Plus, she is a substance abuser with her misuse of Adderall and alcohol consumption. She also suffers from addiction, and all these things mean that she cannot care for her son. She doesn't have the time. She doesn't have the patience. A simple thing about caring enough for your son that you will do anything, like sit there for an hour plus while he eats. Kids that are born prem. We have developmental delays, but that's not what we're dealing with here. Katie Joy's son's disorders all fall under fetal alcohol syndrome. Is she really thankful that the home care nurses are saving her, or that they are doing the job that she should be doing? Because she's not doing it, because she's focused on herself. Yes, in her article on the verge to be an alcoholic, which I'll link below, she basically says that she can't sit there with her son while he eats for hours on end. She says that they turn to alcohol. They realize that they aren't mature enough to raise their son because they rely and have relied heavily on alcohol to solve all their problems. This video, like, share it, comment below, let me know what you think, and please do consider subscribing. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook at It's Crystal Bill. Everything I say is my own opinion. I've been on this carousel from hell covering Katie Joy for 5 years now. Yes, it's been that long. Make sure you check out my videos. Let's get into it. To the home care nurses who saved my family and marriage. November 25, 2015 by Katie Paulson. Dear home care nurses, we were a family on the fringe. I was barely hanging on to my job and my marriage. I wanted to do it all myself. I wanted to be the best mum, the best wife, the best nurse and therapist, and the best employee. Slowly, I watched it all start to slip away. I watched a child not progress, fall ill constantly and fall behind in every category of development. I watched my marriage crumble. We were mere roommates and barely acknowledging one another, and my job became a complete afterthought. Yes, this was the lead up to February 2016 when Katie Joy was fired from being way too hungover to work. I'll link below her other article on the verge of being an alcoholic. It's basically a confession of being an alcoholic mum. Because Katie Joy and her husband turned to alcohol when they became overwhelmed with the needs of their son, who was born with a lot of disorders that fall under the category of fetal alcohol syndrome. Yes, Katie's son has fetal alcohol syndrome, and these two alcoholics continued to abuse alcohol in order to cope with being overwhelmed with the care of their son. Think about that. Their son was born with fetal alcohol syndrome disorders, and these two twits don't have the coping mechanisms that everyone else out here has because they're not sober. They can't raise their child properly, and they turn to the very substance that caused their son's disorders. If anything screams, I'm incapable of raising my child, this does. This does. The fact that they turn to alcohol. And so getting home care nurses really helped them out. When I reached out to your company, I was at the very end of my rope, drowning in a sea of hopelessness, feeling like the world was completely suffocating me. I begged you to help me. Asking for help is so hard. Knowing I couldn't do it all was a huge pill to swallow. You came into my home and told me, E.T. quote fingers, why would anyone expect, given your situation, that you need to do it all? Your words were so right. I was not a medical professional. No, you weren't. You weren't expected to be one either. You were expected to be a mum, a caring person that gives up everything. Stop thinking about yourself and start thinking about your child. That never happened. Katie Joy being a narcissist meant that her child's disabilities was all she could focus on because that made her child not fit the perfect picture that she was presenting to the world in one huge lie. Because Katie Joy, no one wants to be perfect, but you do. You want your whole life to be perfect, and to betray that to the world, you needed to lie because it's not perfect. You're an alcoholic with a lot of stories to tell. Your words were so right. I'm not a medical professional. I don't have experience with developmental delays.
I just caused them.
And I literally know nothing about helping a child overcome severe apraxia of speech and sensory processing disorder, fetal alcohol syndrome. But because Katie has no self-awareness, she'll talk all day about her son's disabilities without having any clue that she caused them. Assuredly, you told me your company could do it and you would help us. I cried as I listed out my son's diagnosis. The magnitude of everything we faced on several sheets of paper was overwhelming. I broke down in tears thinking about how alone I felt and how overwhelmed I've been trying to do it all. I took a leap of faith that day and I decided to allow you into my home. Since you started, our home has been organised, clutter-free, full of laughter and happiness. V is a new child. He can speak more than one. I'm sure he's a new child because he's getting stimuli outside of, just an iPad. Because that's all he gets with you. Because you don't have the time of fucking day. You don't care. That's the whole thing here. Home care nurses. Give your son something that you're unable to give him because you have a personality disorder, narcissism. You're also an alcoholic. You have substance abuse issues. You know all these things, Katie, keep you from caring for and about your son. Because you could care fucking less. You don't care. I care way more for your son than you ever have. And that is sad. I'm a stranger on the fucking internet. I shouldn't care this much. But when I see so much wrong and I see parts of myself in your son, because I was born prem, I had to go through a lot of therapy to deal with my developmental delays. The thing is, Katie, my disorders that I had weren't because my mum couldn't fucking stop drinking. That's what we're dealing with here. He can speak more than 100 words, can drink from a straw, is able to express his wants and needs.
Keep going. Do jump. Jump, yay! Yeah! 1, 2, 3, jump. Jump. Keep going. Jump. Yeah!
And he is learning to jump and climb every single day. This is what you don't do. Your son is unable to strive in your environment that you've given him. Let's be fucking frank. Let's not beat around the fucking bush anymore. I've been reading these articles since 2020, and all I see is someone who's desperate for someone to listen, but by God, you have no self-awareness. And I'm kind of grateful for that. Thank God you have no self-awareness. Otherwise, we wouldn't have all of this information, all of the proof that we need to say that you abuse your child. It's all there. Please check out the rest of my videos. Also, I'll link the playlist. I like to call it Mummy Dearest Diaries from Hell, because we're on the carousel from hell. Everything's from hell. Except this gorgeous little boy who has so much to offer. But his mum is squashing all his dreams, making sure he knows that he is unwell, that he's never going to succeed like other children. Yeah, because of you, Katie. Because you're putting these fucking seeds in your son's thoughts. Seeds that grow, not nourished, not in a good environment. Every single day, you each work so hard with him, harder than you've ever worked. You sit with him patiently while it takes him over an hour to eat. I hate you, Katie. I fucking hate you. I don't hate people. I don't carry around negative fucking energy. And the Cactus crew have, they question, why don't you hate her? Well, fuck, I hate her now. I hate you. You should be working every single day with him. It should be hard work on your part. You should be putting in the hard yakka. You should be sitting with him patiently over an hour. You should be sitting with your son patiently. You should be doing this. This is a list of stuff that you don't do. And you're admiring those that do. And that's sad. The fact that you have to write that is sad. That you notice they're sitting patiently because you don't have that patience. Your addiction, your substance abuse, your narcissism, that all means that you don't have these traits to give your son. He is guided with love and tenderness, as each of you cheer him on. That's something he's never had from his own parents. He waits for each of you to come to our home every day. His eyes light up when he sees your face as you walk down the stairs, and he loudly professes he loves you. Does he love you, Katie, or do you manipulate him to love you? That's probably what you do. My marriage has also completely improved. We're active in our church and we work diligently on having time for ourselves. Your care allows us to have date nights, and my husband and I have remembered why we love one another so much. And my ability to focus on my job has improved. My employer has recognized my turnaround and praised my ability to move forward. It's all because we finally have your help. Yeah, to alcoholics, hitting the bottle definitely needed that help to raise their child because they weren't doing it. Fucking awful. I know you could work at any other place. You could be in a hospital making a lot more money. You could be in a clinic with more stability, better benefits, and a 401k. However, you picked us, and you picked home care nursing.
From the bottom of my cold heart, I would like to thank you for everything that you do as my staff. And that's all that you do. You do the caring that my heart can't do.
From the bottom of my heart and from all the families like ours, thank you for making this choice. You saved my family and my marriage. You have allowed me to simply be my son's mum without having to worry about his developmental delays, therapy needs, and rigorous medical schedules and appointments. You help guide my choices with a fresh set of eyes, and you do so with love and compassion. What the fuck am I reading? Our hearts are full this season because we know without your hard work, we wouldn't be here today. We wish you all the best this holiday season.
And from the bottom of our coldest hearts filled with booze.
And from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. We love you, and we can't express our gratitude enough for helping our family and son. Your job may not draw in the benefits and salary of a hospital position, but I can assure you that you're making a difference in the lives of an overwhelmed family every day. You're a blessing to everyone you touch. Thank you, nurses. Katie, this is just... Katie Polson is a mother to a child. Did you write this, Katie? That is you. Because you can't be a mother if you don't have a child. You know, that's you. Katie Polson is the mother of a child with a rare medical condition called panhypopituitarism. Katie Joy is a fierce advocate for special needs families, a blogger, social butterfly, caretaker, and wife.
She uses her keyboard.
Should we read it? Should we click it? Fuck. She uses her gift of writing to help others better help families with special needs children. What a load of boudin you've done there.